Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Debbie, and today on my channel, we're gonna be doing something really quick and really easy and really delicious. We're gonna make a chocolate chip mug cake. So stay tuned for that recipe. I'll have it linked in the description as always. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and give me that thumbs up, whether you're new or whether you're returning, one of my old returning friends. And remember, drop me those comments. I love hearing from you guys. Makes my day. Let's get into making our chocolate chip mug cake. Okay, so the first thing you want to get out is a mug for your chocolate chip mug cake. And it's not going to be a hard recipe. We don't use a lot of ingredients. It's going to be pretty simple. You probably have all these ingredients laying around your house. So if anytime you decide you want a little sweet, just make yourself a mug cake. So the first thing I'm going to add to the mug is 1 tablespoon of butter. And we are going to take that butter and we're going to melt it. So I'm going to microwave this for just a few seconds. I think that should be good. Well, it's not quite melted. Let me do a couple more seconds. One thing you need to note is make sure that your mug you're using is a pretty thick mug. Don't use like a coffee cup that's thin or anything. Use a pretty nice thick mug. So I have my butter melted. Then we're going to be adding to this butter, we're going to mix it with 1 egg yolk. Just the yolk. And we're going to stir that until it's combined. Try to mix it in there with, get that butter and the egg yolk mixed all together. That looks pretty good. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be adding in some brown sugar. I told you, you have all these ingredients probably right in your kitchen. I got this thing, I don't think it's working properly. I got this thing off of it because I feel like there's some harder chunks in here still. I got this off of Amazon. It's supposed to keep your brown sugar soft. You were supposed to wet it and then pat it dry and put it in here, and it's supposed to just keep, I don't know, but like there's a chunk. It's not working properly for me. I'm gonna have to go back and reread the directions. I might have did something wrong. If anybody out there has one of these, tell me if it works for you and how do you get it to work properly? I just still think there's too much air that gets in, even though this has a rubberized thing. That's why I was keeping my brown sugar inside the bag and put the whole bag in here, but I thought, oh, I have this. I don't have to put it in the bag anymore, but it's not working, I don't think. Okay, so I'm gonna stir in my brown sugar, which the brown sugar is 1.5 tablespoons. You have to please excuse if you hear something in the background. My husband is mowing. We have gotten so much rain here lately, like we can't catch a break on the rain, so you have to mow when you can. See, there's a big chunk that's going to throw off my nice measurement there probably. So there's 1 tablespoon. But I'm hoping this week isn't showing much rain again. So I'm hoping we got over our rain. I want to plant some more flowers in my pots on my patio. Remember, message me in the comments if you have one of these and there's something else I'm supposed to be doing with it. Okay, so I have my brown sugar in there. Now we're going to put all-purpose flour in, and the all-purpose flour is going to be 2 tablespoons. So there's 1 and 2. It's going to be so easy. Going to be delicious. And then we're going to put in some baking powder, and the baking powder is going to be 1/4 teaspoon. There's that. And some good old vanilla. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And I don't have my half over here, so we're just going to use 2 of these quarters. And you know I went a smidge over, but that's all right. And there's even a drip or 2 left in there. Let's get it in there. Okay, so we have our brown sugar, our flour, our baking powder, and vanilla. We're going to stir until we form like a little dough, a little cake mix. Can you see that in there? I think we're good there. Then we're going to be adding in our chocolate chips that's going to make our cake chocolate. Okay, had to get those open. And if you hear a bird in the background, do you hear it? I went to Walgreens the other day and I saw this little motion detector plastic bird. I'll show you it after I get this in the microwave. And I used to have one a long time ago that sat on top of the refrigerator. This is 2.5 tablespoons. And mine are just mini chips, which is probably good. They'll melt easier. And so I used to have this little bird, and then when I moved here to my mom's house, when we bought it after she passed, it was broken, and so I didn't have it. Well, I came across this bird the other day at Walgreens, and I was like, oh my gosh, I used to have one like that. I was so excited. My bird just sang regular bird whistling tunes. This bird, I was like, it's also hearing, like sound activated. So I was over in the kitchen doing something, and all of a sudden I hear this song chirping to Jingle Bells. And I was like, yes, that's for me. I know this bird is meant to be then because it's a Christmas song, and I do listen to Christmas music almost every day. So, but I'll show it to you in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to sprinkle these chips in, fold them in just a little bit like so. And then we're going to pop it in the microwave and get it baking. Okay, we're going to microwave this for 1.5 minutes. And we're going to have our chocolate chip mug cake. And this is the little birdie. Isn't he cutie? Now that's a cute song. And also, he has sometimes where he sings like little kid songs. Now, do you know what that song was? Old MacDonald had a farm. That's why I'm like, it's funny. It's just funny. Okay, and the microwave went off. Let's grab it. And here it is. Do you see it? Now, I think I could have doubled the recipe, but I'd probably had to double the time too. But that is your chocolate chip mug cake. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. Let me get the light a little better for you. It smells really good. It's kind of just reminds me of a chocolate chip cookie. So let's try it. Okay, here goes our chocolate chip mug cake. I can't tell you, this smells just like a chocolate chip cookie. It's a little hot. Let me grab this napkin here. Yeah, The cup is a little hot, so make sure you get a good mug. Let me get this a better grip. I don't want to spill this right here on camera and burn myself. You guys will be having a good laugh at home. Okay, let me cut a little piece of this out. Can you see that? Ooh, is she still hot? Mmm. Mm-hmm. Yum. Wow. And that only took me like 5 minutes to make this. Mmm. That's really good. That is really good. It's not a very moist cake. I will say that. It tastes more like a cookie bar. That's what it tastes like to me, like a chocolate chip cookie bar. And you know, drizzling some hot fudge on there, some syrup, you know, like you'd put on ice cream. Oh, wouldn't that be good? But that's really good. So if you want a sweet treat that's really fast and you don't have anything, you know, in your cabinets, see if you got these few of ingredients and make your own chocolate chip mug cake. So until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other. Bye.